Coming up in court today on Eye for an Eye.
We have an employee handbook that clearly states the employees will dress appropriately.
And it doesn't say anything about a little nose ring.
In the court system, justice is not always just. That's why they bring their disputes here. Real people, real problems, real revenge.
They'll carry the chainsaw, push him over the rail.
You can't be doing it. You can't be doing it.
Justice is Eye for an Eye.
Hi, it's me. I'm Cato Kalin, and today on Eye for an Eye, we have a case where appearances can be deceiving. The plaintiff alleges that while he may have a nose ring, it's his former boss who's acting like the one with the hole in his head. But the defendant contends that he didn't show his employee the door for wearing a stud, but for trying to act like one.
This guy wants money for getting fired for looking like a tattooed, ear-piercing freak.
I love my tattoos and piercings, but this guy discriminated against me. I lost 5 weeks of work. I want Judge Akim to do me some justice today.
This is the case of Dennis and the Man. When you judge a book by its cover, will the contents ever get its day in court? Only Extreme Akim can decide. Let's watch!
All rise!
Dennis Nordman against Joseph Johnson. Got your complaint here. Go ahead and tell me about it.
Your Honor, my name's Dennis Nordman. I was working with, unfortunately, Joe here for a while, and about 3 months after I got hired, he became assistant manager. When he became assistant manager, he started getting real bossy, getting his nose in everybody's Kool-Aid, and pretty much trying to make me do a lot of the things that I wasn't supposed to be doing.
Okay, what kind of job did you have?
I work at a rent-a-car place.
Okay, and what did you do there?
I ended up pretty much renting out a lot of the cars,
Right.
Cleaning out the cars, washing them, stuff like that, taking care of customers, answering phone calls, all sorts
And this was
of
your
stuff.
assistant manager?
He wasn't when I first started. A couple months after I started, he became assistant manager and then got real power hungry.
Okay, and what are you bringing him to court for?
Actually, right now I'm bringing him to court because I got fired because he wanted to lie about me and all sorts of other stuff, and now I'm going to sue him because
I'm not lying.
I've missed 5 weeks of work because of this guy, and
Does he get fired?
I couldn't get paid. It's because he lied about me.
All right, he says that you were his boss and that he got fired wrongfully, and I got here you're suing for $2,865, is that correct?
Yeah, I missed 5 works a week because of this guy.
Okay, tell me what your side of the story is.
All right.
Why'd you get rid of him?
We started out, we were in the same level. I got promoted to be his supervisor.
Okay.
And I was promoted to clean up the company.
No, you were hired
not
to
true.
All right, let's hear
raise
a side story. He
profits.
gave you a chance.
And then, so that's my job to do that. I respectfully ask him to alter his appearance a little bit
It wasn't respectful, Your Honor.
So
to get rid of the nose ring, to comb his hair a little bit, and that kind of thing. That's all I wanted him to do.
I wore a hat. You couldn't even see it.
Dress more appropriately for work. We wanted to present a professional appearance from all.
he's got a good point. Did you think it'd help your court case coming to court like that? I mean,
I'm not at work. I don't have a
Okay,
uniform
Your
to
Honor.
wear here, Your Honor. I wore a uniform. I wore a long sleeve T-shirt. I had a hat over my hair.
Well, tell me about the piercing. He's making a complaint that he got fired.
He had a nose ring. It had a diamond in it, and sticking out was a loop with a diamond in it.
Well, why would that bother you?
I told him that it wasn't a professional appearance. Obviously, he could take it out during the day, but he got belligerent with me.
So you were being
If I'm
rude
the
about
boss,
it. You
I
just
have to
came
lay
up to
down
me
a
and
few
started
rules.
telling me you're going to
Few
take
rules.
this out.
Okay,
Can't
okay.
even-
Well, so is that why you fired him? Was because of the piercing? or
Not
what?
just that. He comes in work late. As soon as I got
I should have
promoted,
played
his whole
once. I
attitude
called
went right
2
down
hours
the
in advance to
toilet.
let you know I was going to be late.
Okay,
That's not good enough.
Let me ask you something. Tell me about all your piercings. Where all do you have pierced?
I don't know what I can and can't
Just
say
do
on
your
TV,
face. I
but
see them all over the place.
I've got 21 total, so.
21 total. And is that the way you would go to work?
The
with
customers
the
don't
piercings,
know whether
your
to
eyebrows, your
rent a
lips,
car from him
your
or put a
nose,
leash on him.
ears?
Man, he's trying to talk. Just shut up.
Yeah, let me hear from him.
I took out a lot of my piercings. There was a couple I couldn't take out because if you take them out right after you get them pierced, there's a good chance that they're going to get infected. I don't, want my nose turning red and looking like Rudolph while I'm trying to help out a customer.
Did you have any dress code policy that this company does?
We have an employee handbook that clearly states that employees will dress appropriately to promote a professional
And it doesn't say
atmosphere
anything
in the
about a little
workplace.
nose ring or anything else.
So all
it doesn't
you
say
wore-
anything about visible piercings.
So you're saying all you wore to work was the one in your nose?
Yeah, well, I got my ears, but if I take it out, it looks pretty
The
nasty.
assistant
So I
manager,
leave.
me.
Okay, hand
just
that
to
big
make-
Sugar Ray so I can look at it.
Yeah, and the piercing Nazi here decides, I'm not clean cut enough.
I have a witness here, Rhonda.
Okay,
wanna
come on
come
in the
up?
cage, please, ma'am. Give me your name first,
My name is Rhonda Leach,
right?
and I've been with the company for 6 months.
Okay. Tell me what you know.
He was the one that trained me, and it went fine. The
He
first
trained
few weeks.
you?
Yes. He was assigned to train me, and I was a little bit scared, but he said I was good looking, and he wanted to get to know me better, and we went to lunch one day. I thought it was no big deal. I didn't have my car. I needed some lunch. Well, then he thought we were dating. He wouldn't leave me alone.
Coming up next.
And what did she dress like at work? Let me hear about that.
She dressed high-top shirts that showed off her stomach, a lot of low
you wear-
More
skirts.
appropriate
And what else?
for women to wear something like
What? Oh my God.
So
Show me how high would it go?
Like that.
I think it was a little bit higher.
And I
than
wore
that.
jackets with it.
You're watching Eye for an Eye.
to take it out during the day, but he got belligerent with me and said, no, I don't want to
Because
take
you were
it out.
acting,
Yeah.
because you were being
I'm
rude
the
about
boss.
it. You
I
just
have
came
lay
up to
down
me
a
and
few
started
rules.
telling me you're going to
Few
take
rules.
this out.
Okay.
He said I was good looking and he wanted to get to know me better. And we went to lunch one day. I thought it was no big deal. I didn't have my car. I needed some lunch. Well, then he thought we were dating. He wouldn't leave me alone. He kept coming up to the desk, bringing his freaky friends in. And people would come in and try to rent a car. And, they were like, who are these people? They look like they're going to steal their car or something.
Yeah.
Well, tell me what problems you had with this dress. I mean, he says he only had one little pierce.
No, he wore most of the piercings.
She had piercings in her face too.
I asked her to
And you know what?
take it
He
out,
never
and she
said
did.
anything.
And-
Whoa, let me hear about this. You have a piercing in your...
I had one little diamond in my nose. And I took
asked her
it
to
out.
Take it out.
Did he ever ask you to take it out?
Same time
Yes.
I asked him
Yeah,
to
did
take
you
it
take it
out.
out?
Yes, I did.
She took it
He
out.
asked me.
And what does she dress like at work? Let me hear about that.
She dressed, kind of a little bit, I wouldn't say professional. She wore low, high top shirts that showed off her stomach, a lot of low
you wear-
cut
More
shirts.
appropriate
And what else?
for women to wear something like
What? Oh my God. So it's okay for her to wear a shirt that shows her belly, but it's not okay for this man to wear a
This was
t-shirt?
back in the back with
Man, she was
cars.
always with the customers because I was training her.
Are you still working there?
Yes, I am.
So did he ever reprimand you for you wearing halter tops?
I did not wear halter tops. I had maybe this much skin showing. because my
I got a
t-shirt
witness.
was a
He
little
worked
short.
with me for the whole time I worked
Okay, come on
there.
in. What's your name?
Your Honor, my name's Chris Hall.
All right, tell me what you know about this.
Yeah, he was working there for about 3 months, and like he said, yeah, she wore I don't know.
No.
Yeah,
That's not
yeah, you did. Yeah,
No.
you did.
Tell me what she would wear.
Pretty much looked
No,
like
you
she
gotta
was
take
working
their
on
word
the
for it.
street.
Look,
Well,
car.
I want to ask him some questions first. What did you see? What did you see the way she dressed? T-shirt.
Very revealing outfits, basically.
And did she have any piercings?
Yeah, she had a little nose ring, like she said, and for her,
Did you ever see her take it out of her nose?
no, I did not until after he started giving him a hard time about it.
Your Honor,
And
he was
she
only
asked
there for
to prove
3
a
months.
point.
He wasn't even there when these two were training together.
Sir, you got to have a policy that treats people equally. I mean, if you're going to treat him a certain way about his dress, then you got to treat the other employees
This is
the
why
same way.
I made the decision to terminate him because
I'm not
okay,
hot like
if I
she is, and I'm not gonna show.
explain
I ain't gonna
the
show my
her,
body.
She takes her nose ring out. She makes adjustments to her halter top or whatever. If I talked it about you, I say, look, this is wrong and this is wrong. No,
I
you're
wore
just flaunting my
long
face,
sleeve
and all I get is
t-shirts. I took
attitude
out
for
most of my piercings.
Attitude.
I didn't dress like a stripper when I'm talking to the.
All right, look at being a big baby. You got fired because you have a bad attitude.
Yeah, I got a bad attitude because he didn't treat
Let me ask you
right.
something. Would you vouch for him that that's what he dressed like? That he wore long sleeve shirts?
Yeah,
that he
we all had to wear a standard uniform, and it never became a problem until he got promoted, and basically he was like his best. He got Employee of the Month award.
Yeah,
What
I
happened
got
to Skyner?
awards. I got
Tell me
good
what happened to
evaluations.
Skyner. He wasn't your boss initially. Oh,
No,
let me
he
ask you
wasn't.
something. Who did you interview with?
I interviewed with the district manager.
And when you went in for the interview, did you have a pierced nose?
I walked in with all my piercings in. I had all my tattoos showing. The guy said it wasn't a problem. He said, I'd encourage you to take out most of your piercings if you can. I said, that's cool. I can take out, almost all of them except for my nose and my ears.
Well, let me ask you something. If he interviewed with piercing, then why would he be fired for wearing a piercing when they already knew he was going to wear them to begin with?
First of all, he's not appropriate to rent a car from. Somebody would be afraid that he would steal a car, not rent a car.
Employee of the month.
And secondly, it was the harassment to the female customers. Let me talk. What about the harassment to the female customers? The female customers and the other female employees. They were complaining. He was hitting on them.
Did the other women come in wearing shirts that showed their bellies?
I did not wear clothes like that. I did not wear clothes like that.
Well, you admitted you had shirts.
she looked like
your belly.
No, it was.
right.
I didn't
Well, show me how high would it go up?
like that.
I think it was a little bit high.
And I wore jackets with it. I wore
Why couldn't you wear a
jackets.
shirt that covered up your belly? I mean, why did you have to wear that?
It just ran up a couple of times. It's no
It wasn't like I was showing it off or anything.
I mean, I don't mind her wearing those shirts, but if you're going to complain about the men dress, then you have to have equal policies. But I'll be back in a second with my decision. Thank you.
I have a question for you, too. It seems that you're sleeping with her or you want to sleep with her. Which one is it?
Neither one. It's a professional relationship.
I don't
We're
think so.
good friends. We're friends.
I rent cars all the time, and where I go, I always give them compliments because they're always professional, even the women. The women have on suits, blouses, and their heels and stuff. So I think if you're going to do this guy, which I can see you
this guy?
I mean,
What are you saying?
you're going to reprimand him. You should do
Okay.
the same thing for her because she should be on a professional level just like he is.
Okay, all right.
Dennis, I have a question for you. I understand that whenever you were brought on by the general manager that you somewhat agreed to decrease the number of piercings that you had on your face while you were working. So at the time that you were terminated, exactly what all did you have in place? Is it what we see now or what?
No, I took all my piercings out except for my nose at the time just because it had been freshly pierced in my ears. Other than that, I didn't take any of them out.
Okay, well, we got a piercing appointment right now with our judge. He's got to make a decision. So let's see what it's going to be right now.
Coming up next.
But on the face, I don't think this was fair in this case because you have a different policy for men and for women. I mean, the women can dress any way they want.
Promotional consideration by...
You're watching Eye for an Eye.
Well, let me ask you something. If he interviewed with piercing, then why would he be fired for wearing a piercing when they already knew he was going to wear them to begin with?
He's not appropriate to rent a car from. Somebody would be afraid that he would steal a car.
All rise!
What most workers don't know is that when you go to work for someone and they give you this employee handbook, it becomes a contract. You agree to take a job, they give you this handbook, you have to agree to what's in the handbook. Personally, I don't think it's fair most of the times, but that is the law. In this case, the handbook says that you can be terminated if you dress inappropriately. But on the face, I don't think this was fair in this case because you have a different policy for men and for women. I mean, the women can dress any way they want.
Wow.
So in this case, I'm going to rule for the plaintiff. But I also think you need to learn a lesson. So in this case, I'm going to order that you get a makeover. I'm going to order that they put fake piercings on you, fake tattoos, that they're going to spike your hair. And I'm going to send you out on 5 job interviews. If you get a job from one of those 5 people, you don't have to pay him the $2,865. If you don't get a job from those 5 interviews dressed like that, then you have to pay him the $2,865. Now that's justice.
Hey, it's me, Cato, we're giving our dour defendant a major makeover. Hey, let's call this one eye for an eye for the straight-laced guy. We're gonna give him tattoos, piercings, do his hair, and then rearrange his face. Actually, that's Sugar Ray's job in case he tries to run. This show is going to be fabulous.
I think the judge's ruling was great. I'm not gonna have to pay Dennis that money.
I brought Joe here to Tigger's. I've got a couple of my friends gonna help me out here. They're gonna tattoo him, pierce him. We're gonna see exactly how he likes being on the other side of it.
No matter what you do to my hair, my face, my clothes, my character is gonna shine through. And it's gonna be a lot better than what Dennis presents. And I'm gonna get a job.
I think Joe's definitely not gonna get a job today, so it's gonna be funny to watch him go through what I go through on a daily basis. So this is what I was thinking. We'll start off with these two, put one on each side of his neck there.
Wait a second, I thought I get to pick the tattoos.
No,
Why do you all this
me and
too
Jimmy
many
are picking these out. You're so confident.
I don't want any
you're
on my
so-
neck. It's
You're so
trashy.
confident of yourself, you should be able to do this no matter where we put them. Yeah, these are gonna look real good.
Just a couple.
Get him the luck one, because he's definitely gonna need that one.
Okay, let's get started. Take your shirt off.
Yeah, these are gonna look great. All right. How confident you feeling now there, Tinkerbell?
I'm confident. All right, that's enough. Let's go.
Nah, we still got a handful more up here for you.
So how many tattoos you got, Dennis?
Jimmy's got me down to almost one full tattoo.
Let's go down and do some of these piercings.
All right.
There, you're pierced.
Give him a faux hawk. Maybe add in some colors, some blue, a lot of green. Couple of finishing touches here. See your wrist. Yeah.
Gotta have an action.
All right, we should take him to a concert.
Oh,
Maybe
yeah.
a bar.
Let's go. Hi, I would like to apply for the sales position, please. Here's my resume.
Actually, we just hired somebody. Sorry.
Thanks.
No problem.
You know what, man? I think we've already got something taken care of.
Look, don't forget about these cameras. They're just, yeah, it's kind of hard to explain. But look, if you just give me an interview, I'm really dependable. You look at my resume, I got
You know
good
what, man?
experience.
We've got somebody we're taking care of. I don't know, what these guys are doing here.
You're killing us, man. I've been with you all day. We can't get a job for you. You're 0 for 4. We've done everything.
We're supposed to get your first one.
You're 0 for 4.
Yeah.
We're at a car rental place.
Yeah.
Your expertise is what?
I'm kicking it.
Cars, right?
Yes,
They're only
yes.
looking for an assistant manager. You're already a manager.
I can do
This
it.
should be a slam dunk
No
for you.
problem. No
right?
problem.
Slam
I'm
dunk. Because if
confident.
it's not, Extreme Akim said, you owe this man money. Dennis, you may be rich after this.
Ain't gonna
I
happen.
hope so.
You said to us that you can't get a job because the camera crews are coming in with you.
Yeah, they're bugging people.
All right, per your request, we put a hidden camera in the briefcase.
Yeah.
You have no excuses. You talked to them on the phone already. They love me, Cato. I can get this job.
They did. I'm ready. I can get it.
Phones, they can't see you. And I'm telling you, good luck. If you're really good in sales, sell yourself. Get the gig.
Okay.
Good luck.
Hi, I'm here to apply for the management position.
John, we have an applicant.
I'd like to fill out an application for the management position, please.
And you have experience in management.
Yeah, here's my resume. I've got an MBA, I've got work experience.
You have an MBA?
Yeah, sure.
No, really?
I
you have
do
an MBA. I
have
can
an
call
MBA.
this
Give me a
school
break.
right
Yes.
now, and they'll tell me they gave you an
Yes.
MBA.
Look, I've got lots of experience.
I really cannot put you in the counter in
If
front
you
of people.
just give me a chance.
Wait a minute. No. Don't tell me you're 0 for 5. You're not smiling.
Didn't get it.
Doesn't look
Cash
good.
money, man.
I didn't get it. She called security on me.
Well, we can't go to 6, so it was your 0 for 5. You owe some money. And how does it make both of you feel?
I thought I would be able to get a job just with my credentials, but I can see now that I was wrong.
It's all about being judged.
Sucks, man. I had to go through it every day for 5 weeks. He only had a couple hours of it, so.
Today, justice was a fashion faux pas. Until next time, I'm Cato Kalin on Eye for an Eye. Let's go this way, guys. Sorry about that.
Felt great to point and laugh at my boss today. He said he had so many great qualities and everything that would get him a job like that, and in all honesty, he didn't. He's a liar, he's too cocky, he fired me for no good reason.
You know, I learned you don't judge a book by its cover. And if Dennis wants his job back, he's got it. He's a good guy.